Hello everyone, welcome to NMIMS Indore podcast. My name is Raghav Kumar Thakkar and with me I have Sania Mansoori and we are from MBA first year. Today we have with us Mr. Bhargava S, who is the healthcare costing expert with over 3 decades of experience in costing and management accounting. Currently, he is the senior general manager of costing at Apollo Hospital, a leading corporate healthcare chain with over 40 localities. So we are here to explore through your journey and get some insights from you for our future. And we'll also like to know like how MBA students like us can thrive through this everlasting dynamic environment in the corporate world. So welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for welcoming me. I'm happy to be part of this exercise. I'm very excited about what I've seen in your campus. It's a very vibrant campus. Yes. Students are also energetic and so inquisitive. At the same time, they are being very respectful and humble also. I appreciate this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, welcome, sir. Welcome to the podcast. Over the period of time, the 30 years you have experienced in your life, what were the challenges that you have faced in this sector, working from healthcare sector?
See, basically, I started my career in textile industry.
Okay, yes.
And I worked for about 9 years in that industry, and that industry requires a lot of knowledge about processes in various textile factories, and it is a very difficult process to learn because there are so many processes, so many products. Having learned and mastered that, I faced a challenge. That industry became that was fully depending on exports, where whichever company I work for depended on exports. And at one point of time, there was overcapacity in the industry. Because of that, those companies which are actually making very good profits started making heavy losses. So whichever company I went for, they were all making heavy losses, and I decided to switch over from that industry to some other industry. So that is the first challenge I faced. At one point of time, I was considered like a person with so much of domain knowledge, expertise, and very much sought after cost accountant in that industry. But suddenly I found that I'll be there, the company will be there, but I will not grow much. It has become very stagnant. I didn't lose my job, but it was very stagnant. So what I did is I shifted over to automobile industry.
Okay.
So there it is a different industry, and I had to go through all the shop floor, understand the production process, then translate that into costing and all that. And I did really well in that. And there the challenge was the margins are very low. That is a problem because most of the industries where I work for, the ultimate customer was a car manufacturer or the truck manufacturer or two-wheeler manufacturer. They will determine the price. And according to whatever price they are saying, the vendor companies have to do the manufacture. And everybody wants profit, nobody can work at a loss. So we have to backward the cost. It is called target costing.
Okay.
They say that for this product I'll pay only 500 rupees. But the management will say at least 5% margin I want. So you have to contain the cost within 450 or 475 rupees. Otherwise you can't make a profit. So instead of doing a cost plus pricing, we have to do a target costing, which is the reverse of it. Then I started working very hard on that, and it involves driving the cost down. We have to find out where inefficiencies are and how to properly price a product, and we should know how to differentiate between a variable and fixed costs, and what are time driven activity based costing, and how to bring in efficiencies by working as a cross functional team. So those are the things which I had to learn in this new industry. Then came the third challenge, moving to healthcare. Why did I move to healthcare? Okay. First of all, most of the companies where costing is being practiced are only in factories.
Yeah.
And factories are situated far away from the cities.
Yeah.
And typically, I used to work in factories which are situated from my home not less than 50 kilometers or even more than 100 kilometers. So traveling to the factory every day, like Traveling 100 kilometers up and 100 kilometers back every day was proving to be very difficult. In my younger age, my body could take it.
Yeah.
When I was starting to age, no,
Yeah.
and I started giving, I was feeling the strain of it. I didn't want to give up casting as a function because I was so passionate about the subject. So then came this change, healthcare industry. Healthcare industry typically is situated within the heart of the city because patients are so weak or having very high degree of health problems are there in medical emergencies. They can't travel 50, 100 kilometers away from the city. So all the hospitals, whichever city you go, it will be in the heart of the city. So I thought, so this particular hospital, they had asked for a position in casting. Before applying, I thought, okay, what am I going to do in this industry because it's totally new, and already I'm nearing the age of 40. Then I will have to start again learning the nuances of this new industry. Without understanding the nature of this industry or any industry, you can't do a costing. It is not like a financial accounting where there is a rule, there is a record, there is a ledger, there is a trial balance, there is a profit and loss account. You go to any industry, the rule is the same.
Yeah.
In contrast to this, costing, there is a method. You have prime cost, you have overheads, you have allocation, apportionment, you have profitability analysis, you have budgetary control, you have standard actual variance analysis, you have break-even point calculation. These are the techniques. But again, if you do not know the nature of the industry, you can't do any meaningful work in this. So, since I am not able to travel so much on a daily basis to the place of work, I thought it is a good bet. I have to compromise on one. I have to start relearning, unlearn whatever I learned, and relearn. Fine. I took up this job. Then I found another new challenge in either textile or a manufacturing industry. Everything is tangible.
Yeah.
You have a physical product, you have a bill of material.
Yeah.
The store, it comes as a raw material, it goes through various machines, it is getting processed, the final output comes, it reaches a warehouse, then it gets invoiced, it gets loaded to the truck, it moves out. So you will be able to see the raw material with your hand, with your eyes. You can touch it with your hand. You will know how it looks like. Then you can see the manufacturing process. You can see various machines, how the product goes inside, how it comes out, what shape it undergoes as a chain, what physical properties are there previously, and what happens to the product after the machining process is done. Whereas in healthcare, what
Everything is
happens? The
different.
patient comes in, he
Everything
gets
is
treated, the patient goes out. When the care process happens, nobody is supposed to come and see the patient.
Yeah.
Because patient is a human being and everything is very confidential. And if a surgery is happening, only the surgeon and the nurses and the technicians will be there. When the patient is undergoing treatment in the ward, it is private for the patient and the family members. I'll not only me, anybody will not be in a position to see how the process happens.
Yeah.
So first of all, it is a service industry, so everything is intangible. Then second thing, you cannot see with your own eyes what is happening, but still you have to do your costing. And the third variable is the number of diseases are many. There are thousands of diseases for which a patient gets treated. And the patient does not come with one disease, it comes with a combination of diseases. And the services hospital renders are also running into thousands of line items. You take lab tests, there are thousands of lab tests, there are at least 10 different type of labs. And you talk about surgeries, there are at least 10 to 15 different medical specialties like cardiology, ortho, neuro, nephro, and so on. And every doctor is a super specialist. Basically, they have to do 5 years of MBBS, after that 2-3 years of master's degree, after that they have to do their super specialization, and some people will do a PhD also, and then they become doctors. What one doctor talks, only another doctor can understand and not a cost accountant.
Yeah.
So and since I am a commerce graduate, I have never studied biology, never studied chemistry. Without the knowledge of these two, if I go and talk to a doctor or a medical professional, they may be able to say so many things. Since I am asking out of enthusiasm, they will tell. But it is very difficult for me to understand. But still, what analysis I do should be meaningful. It should be actionable.
Yeah.
So these are the challenges which I faced. But believe me, the skill sets which are taught in our subjects, whether it is CMA India or CMA UK, they are all very good. They equip you with all the necessary skill sets. Only the domain knowledge is missing. For domain knowledge, you have to be open-minded. You have to go and talk to the doctors, the nurses, the medical fraternity. There are a lot of lab technicians and operation theatre experts. There are perfusionists. You have to talk to them, and while you talk, no, you get to understand. Then the data size is very huge. It is something like a big data analysis. There are thousands and thousands of patients who come every year, and for every patient bill, there will be a few hundred line items in the bill. So everything has to be costed. So you have to learn the technology of handling this huge volume of data, for which there are softwares available in the market, but those softwares are all general software. It has to be customized for healthcare industry. So constantly I have to keep on working with the IT side, then the materials people, then the medical doctors, HR, as well as last I would say finance, because finance is the easiest part.
Yeah.
You can get into your trial balance, you can get into your financial accounts, you will be able to download data, including the narration part, very easily. But this is the difficult part. Getting the technical side is very difficult. But once you get over that initial difficulty of having to understand, classify the information in a given way, after that, no, things are very easy. It is very interesting. One thing is that you get some good amount of satisfaction that you're able to do something meaningful. And whatever you do, it is helping the management. Whatever you do is helping the patients. How it helps a patient is you are able to price a service in a very fair manner, that the patient is also able to afford the treatment. At the same time, organization also doesn't lose money, because since it is intangible, if you price it wrongly, your sales volume of loss-making products are more, then the organization loses money. If you price it too high, then you lose out to the competition. Both the ways it is bad for the organization. So this way, knowledge of finance, costing, along with healthcare, and the use of technology. Technology means the data crunching technology. These come in very handy. It is very useful, and I am able to transfer this knowledge. Even if whenever I take a new person in my team, mostly I take a fresher. They learn very quickly because it is now in a proper format. It is standardized. My inputs are standardized. My outputs are standardized. My SOP is also standardized. I am able to guide 40 different locations of my organization to do the process which I am doing. And every location is an SBU. They are able to take decisions based on this. And my team, whoever works after 2-3 years, since they are all young people, they come out of the institute as a qualified cost accountant at the age of 23. They learn the job for 2-3 years, and they gain some international qualification. They go abroad. They take up higher positions as a business analyst or a cost manager. They are able to earn much higher salary, and they are having a higher saving potential compared to what they can do in India. So they are also happy to share their success with me.
Yeah.
Once in a while, whenever they come to Chennai,
Mm.
they'll come down, they will meet me, and they will meet the next team.
Great,
They
sir.
are always in touch with me with what they achieve in life. They get married, they get children, they share with me their photographs, and some of them pass out their CFA or CPA. They share with me their success. I'll be probably the first person to know.
Yeah.
Within a few hours of the publishing of the result, they will message me saying that, sir, I passed out. I feel so happy.
It's great,
So
sir.
I always find it very enjoyable
Mm.
to interact with the young people like you,
Yes.
because you people have potential. I've seen the potential, how they learn, how they grow, how they succeed in life. So I give this positive message to young graduates and aspirants of Narsimonji.
Yes.
So you can all do very well.
Yes.
Have an open mindset to learn new things, because new things keep evolving. You have seen my journey.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had to
yes.
keep on relearning.
Yes, sir.
I started like a fresher again,
Yeah.
day 40. Go to the instead of going to the shop floor, I went to the operational areas. I used to carry my laptop. I used to carry some sheets of paper. I used to ask this material what you use for, this test what it is used for.
You need to research
And,
each and
yeah.
everything.
And since I cannot disturb them to come to my office,
Yeah.
I used to go to them. I used to ask which time is a lean period for them. So they are more than happy to share that knowledge with me. They all are very dedicated. Compared to a person like me, doctors work much harder.
Yeah.
Yes,
If I tell you, most of the surgeons are at my place of work, you know by what time they start their job in the morning? Morning 5 a.m.
yes.
5 a.m., yeah.
Yes.
5 a.m. they start the surgery.
Mm.
So every day they get up at maybe 3:30 a.m. in the morning. They fully get dressed up. Nicely they come. 5 o'clock they start the surgery. And by what time they leave? They leave after 6 p.m. After 6 p.m. they go to do some charity work.
Yeah.
And I really don't know. They don't even get 8 hours sleep. They
Yeah,
work
their
up
overall
to,
job is quite
and
difficult.
I have seen surgeons performing surgery even at the age of 85 to 90. Their hands don't shake. They do surgery in some minute parts like ear.
Yes, it is.
85-year-old surgeon or 88-year-old surgeon perform surgery not for the sake of money. They lead a simple life.
Yeah. They
It
just
is
want to give
just
the
a
service.
passion,
Yeah.
because they don't want their patients to suffer.
Yeah.
And see the amount of memory they have. A patient comes to them after 2 or 3 years, they remember them by name. They remember what problem they came for, what treatment was given, what medicine was allergic to them. To this extent, they remember.
It's great, sir.
Yeah,
It was great.
yeah. So they are all very humane people. When they want to treat a patient, they just don't apply their knowledge. They see the person as an individual, as a human being. They want to address their suffering. So since I am seeing all of them, I feel that what I am doing is nothing.
Mm.
I go to the office by 9:30, 10 o'clock. I leave by around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. The amount of effort I am putting in is nothing, or the commitment I am having is nothing when compared to the doctors. And how many years of study they do,
Yeah.
and how much of
Practice.
effort they put into upgrade themselves, because the field is expanding
Yeah.
every year. They keep reading a lot, they keep attending conferences, seminars, they keep expanding their knowledge, all for the sake of patients.
Yeah.
So this is a very unique profession. On one side, you see that doctors are all very well paid, and they are all having big houses, cars, and all that. And there are a lot of doctors who, what to say, or you can say in the middle income group, they are so dedicated, they are so passionate about the subject. Some
Their
people are
basic
lucky.
main focus was are to give
Yeah.
service to the
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
So thank Thank you, sir. It was a
Welcome.
very great,
Yeah.
insightful
Thank you.
journey of
Thank you.
yours that you have shared with us and our
Thank you.
students.
Thank you very much.
They would be very grateful to have you here.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you gave all the answers.
All the
We
answers
didn't
that
even
we
got to ask the
Yeah.
questions because you
Yeah.
gave all the answers and
Yeah.
all the information that we needed to upgrade ourselves for our
Thank you
future.
very much. Thank you very much. All the best to all the students.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
sir.
so
Thank
much,
you.
sir.
It was
It was
great
nice
to have you
meeting
here.
you.
Thanks.